Mills Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Mills Fleet Farm is your fishing headquarters.
Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. March is here, and we're excited to be fishing in a boat.
Hey, John Gillespie!
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy moly! Oh my God! Look at the size of that walleye, Danny! Look at the size of that fish. Yes, folks, one of the reasons I love March is you can do both. You can ice fish and you can open water fish. And we're on the Fox River in Pere today with Captain Brett Jolly. And Brett, it's interesting. Last weekend, people were actually ice fishing out here, weren't they?
Yeah, the ice just went out. Some guys took chainsaws and busted the landing open, and now we're out here in a boat.
Well, this is the first of the walleye runs on the Bay of Green Bay as far as the rivers are concerned. Right. And this can be a lot of fun, a numbers deal, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's days you can come out here, catch 50, 60, 70, 100 fish. You know, it's a lot of fun. You know, just anybody can come out here and we can pound walleyes.
Special regulations this time of year.
Yes, you can only keep 1 over 28 here in the Fox River, and that goes until the first Saturday in May. The rest of the bay is 1 fish over 15 inches.
So we're gonna just catch fish for fun today.
Yep, we're gonna have a whole bunch of fun.
Unless Blake gets a 30-incher.
Right.
I mean, she'll probably want to throw it back anyway, right?
Right.
Yeah. Hey folks, so show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this.
We're at the Clam headquarters in Rogers, Minnesota, and you know what, Matt? When my dad and I go ice fishing, we love fishing for everything from bluegills to northern pikes. And you know what's so great about Clam is that you have the rod and the combo for all different species. Can you tell me a little bit more?
You bet, like Blake said, so whether you're targeting big bluegills, lake trout, big northern pike, you have a rod or reel combo to match it, and we have all different spectrums. So depending on whether or not you're a beginner, or let's say an expert or somebody that wants to invest in higher end gear, we have everything to meet your needs. So rod and reel combos and rods only, we got you covered.
That's awesome. For more information, check out clamoutdoors.com.
Safety and savings meet when you buy your tires from Mills Fleet Farm. Buy 4 Goodyear tires, get up to $90 back. This master-built 40-inch digital electric smoker easily cooks up to 100 pounds. $269.99. Feed your sweet tooth. Big 2-pound bags of chocolate are $5.99. And nutrient-rich Taste of the Wild dog food is on sale. Save $5 a bag at Mills Fleet Farm.
From the makers of the best-selling Yamaha Grizzly and Kodiak 700 comes the all-new Kodiak 450, the world's only midsize ATV with Yamaha-proven off-road capability, all-day comfort, and confidence-inspired performance. The all-new Kodiak 450, starting at just $59.99.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As I mentioned at the top of the program, walleye fishing on the Fox River in Pere. Good to be on open water, isn't it, Matty B?
It's awesome. I was ice fishing 6 days ago, John.
I was ice fishing 2 days ago. Hey, you know, you guys came out with a new bait that I used last fall that I really love, and this is a great spring bait. It's called the Google Eye Jig, and when you take a look at it, there's the glass eyes, and what are those, Matt?
Yeah, that's a solid glass rattle, John, that we molded inside the head of the jig head.
And the noise factor underwater, that's becoming a very popular way to catch walleye.
Absolutely.
The noise attracts the fish.
Yes, whether it's dirty water or clear water, but they're really shining dirty water.
Jolly, what do you got on there? Jigging a minnow?
Yeah, jigging a minnow. I got,
ooh, there he is. Get
nice
that Frable. Get that net. Awesome. Pass him right up to Brett there, Blake.
Thanks, Blake.
Hey, good job, pal. Now that is a beauty. That's what, about a 22-incher?
Yeah, right around there, that 20-inch range. But yeah, just a jig and a minnow.
Hey, Matty B, Matty B, Matty B. Oh, flipping in a big old walleye like that. But so when you're working that Google Eye jig, you just twitch it a couple of times and they hear that rattle.
Yeah, John, there's a lot of rocks, so I'm kind of swimming it and it's just ticking the rocks so it doesn't get hung up, and just let it rattle and they're eating it.
Now, when are these going to be available?
They're going to be mid-March in all the retailers.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, in the river, noise can really help you catch fish, and that little rattle, man, is the ticket.
Absolutely.
Okay, man, I'll tell you what, I put a piece of plastic on, buddy, just to see if with the water and the sun out, that'll work. They're pretty nice fish, man. That's fun to play these.
I'm the net girl.
Okay, Blake, get that walleye in the net there. And I want to tell you a little tip, folks, about using these Kalin's jerk minnows. In early spring, what I like to do, boy, these fish are strong, is, Matt, come on up here. I want to talk about this. But go to the smaller grub, right? In colder water, that small one?
Yep, John, that's got a lot smaller profile, a lot thinner and a lot shorter, and these fish just want a smaller bait in the super cold water. And
Yeah.
then as the water warms up, you jump up to that big 5-inch.
Boy, that's a beauty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really nice fish again.
Avery, our other buddy. I'll tell you, we got a lot of people in the boat today. We got actually 2 guides. Hey, Brett, Avery guides too, right?
Yeah, he runs a lot of my overflow trips. He's a heck of a good fisherman.
Average size today, folks. These are just gorgeous fish. Look at that. Oh, yeah. And you guys say, Avery, stand next to Brett there so we can hear you. But you guys say early in the day, live bait, and when it warms up, go to the plastics?
Yeah, once it warms up, those fish will really go on the plastics.
Avery, nicely done. What was
Thank
that
you.
on, buddy?
Jig and minnow.
Jig and minnow. Hey, folks, this is pretty fast fishing, isn't it, Matty B?
Yeah, man, this is a beautiful fish too.
The size is what amazes me.
Oh, just built long fish.
Come on, Blake, you got the net. On the Googler. Googly boogly jig. Nice net job there, Blake. But again, folks, you know, there's not a lot of current today, so I think really that rattle in there really helps attract fish.
Absolutely. That chartreuse with purple, chartreuse with green's a deal. Skull hook on that minnow.
Look at the build on that fish. And that's a male, isn't it, Brett? Yeah, that's a male, and it's just built like a brick poo-poo. Is this fun after ice fishing?
Yeah, it sure is.
Oh, man. Yeah. And folks, one after another, here he comes. That's another beautiful fish there, Jal. Yeah. Nicely done, buddy.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah. And we got to tell how you're working that jig.
I'm just kind of casting it downriver and letting it kind of slowly swing in the current and just bumping it off the bottom and catching fish.
Yeah, hold them up. Yep. Stocky, aren't they?
Oh, they're built solid, yeah.
On the plastic again, folks. And I'm going to try and flip this guy in here. There we go, Matty B. Whoa, grab him, buddy. Whoa. You know, on 2, I want to talk a little bit about the cadence of using these smaller Kalins this time of year. You know how I usually rip in the summertime when the water's warmer? I'm just kind of doing little hops today.
Just little pops off the bottom and then letting it sit a little longer, right?
Yeah, and that's the way to do it. Yeah, and that another eater-sized fish there that we're going to let go. But yeah, slow that down a little bit. You got to try different cadences until you figure out what the fish want that particular day.
Exactly.
Jolly, your assistant guide is kicking your butt up
Yes,
there,
he
man.
is.
There's the eater size
There we
right
go.
there.
Yeah.
Now, what is that, 15?
Oh, that's probably a 15, 16,
Now, I
yeah.
want to mention, too, that Brett, you guys, June and July are fabulous months on the bay.
June and July are awesome. We go out and we catch limits of fish like this all day long. It's great.
So folks can expect a limit when they go out with you on the lower
More
bay?
often than not, we catch
Really?
our limits of fish. Yeah,
There's another
nice
beauty
walleye
right there.
Yeah.
Now, Brett, like we talked about before, when you get into the trophy time of year, how big of walleyes can you actually catch?
We catch 10-pounders on a pretty regular basis. I mean, 30-inchers are not a uncommon fish to catch. You know, I've caught them up to 32, 33, 34 and a half's the biggest. So, I mean, we get some big fish.
That's the very next cast, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I just released mine and Avery stuck a bigger
Look at that one. Look at.
Oh, there you go, buddy.
I mean, that is back to back.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many fish in this system. It's unreal.
Oh yeah, that's just, yeah. I mean, the numbers are unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you know, we're obviously fishing up in the dam area today.
Yep.
But as the more and more fish are in the Fox River, there's spots all up and down, all the way up to the Green Bay.
Yeah, John, there's fish all the way up and down this river. Right now, they're stacked right here in this little corner. But yeah, I mean, there's fish all over the whole river, and there's a bunch out in the bay too.
Hey, Brett, what we're fishing in is anywhere between 5 and 10 feet of water, and there's not a lot of current today. So
No.
what are you doing with the retrieve on the Kalin's grub?
Real slow, just nice and easy. Just bringing it in, keeping it just up above the rocks.
Okay, when you get a hit, you can.
You just hammer them.
Right
Set the
away.
hook. Yep, set the hook right away.
Here's something you don't see too much after March is guys fishing on icebergs here in the Fox River, and he's actually catching fish. Look at that, man. Is that safe, dude?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Are you catching anything?
A lot of whitefish.
All right.
Yeah.
Another one.
There you go, Joel. Here he comes.
There we go.
And you're using what?
I just switched to a paddle tail grub. It's warming up a little bit, so the plastics are starting to work pretty good.
Man, there is a ton of fish in here. I don't know if folks recall, but you and I were here on December the 1st.
Yep.
Last winter, and these fish were in the same spot.
Yeah, same exact spot. I mean, they were just stacked in here. They spent the whole winter in the river, and there's a pile of them.
Hey, there we go. Blake was the net girl all day and finally picked up a rod. How do you like that rod, Blake? That's the new Jason Mitchell series rod.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's good to be on a boat.
It is good to be on a boat. Ooh, look at this walleye, Blake. That is a beauty. Hey, Giles, stand next to Brett there and hold that up now. Tell Jolly what you were saying a few minutes ago. I'm not very good at this.
Yeah, it's tough with the bottom and getting stuck all the time, but you know, I kept trying, and look at that finally.
Isn't that a beautiful walleye? A couple of things I want to talk about as far as spring fishing is concerned. It's still cold enough where you need a pair of gloves, and I love these clam dry skins because first of all, they're waterproof, keeps the water off my hands and my hands warm, and they're limber enough to be able to cast with, even with a spinning reel. These again, these clam dry skin gloves, wonderful all-purpose gloves for this time of year. Yeah, you were right. Slowing that retrieve down a little bit, Brett, that made a lot of sense. Ooh, here's a nice one, you guys. Look at this guy. Ooh, that's a beauty, Blake. Get her in. Oh, get him flipped up. There you go. Good job there, Blake. Actually, my line broke, you know, and there's a lot of zebra mussels down there, but that's a beautiful fish. And so what I did, though, was slow the retrieve down on that little Kalen's Jerko there, and that was the difference. I can't believe the average size on these fish, Jolly. And if that's a male, that's an awfully healthy male, isn't it? That is a male, you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We were fishing the Fox River in Green Bay, a 2-hour drive from Milwaukee, 3 hours from Chicago, and 4 hours from Minneapolis.
No matter what you're chasing on the ice this winter, Acme Tackle has you covered. From the innovative Hyper Glide and Hyper Rattle series to legendary Castmaster, Rattle Master, and Sidewinder spoons, or the all-new professional grade tungsten series, Acme Tackle has what you need. Visit acmetackle.com to check out our full product assortment. Acme Tackle rattles louder, glides further, and glows brighter. Get hooked up with Acme Tackle.
Folks, when I head out to fish, I always stock up on my favorite Baitmate fish attractants. Dale, I just put that Baitmate on, man. Baitmate offers a complete line of fish attractants and convenient spray bottles for every angler and every species of fish. They've got your bait covered. I also have the newest Baitmate delivery system in my boat, Baitmate Ultra Live Game Fish Dip. Simply flip open the lid and dip your bait for even application every time, and it's ideal for frequent casting. I just dipped that in the Baitmate, you know that? Improve your chances of catching fish with Baitmate fish attractants. It just makes sense. All right, Giles, here we go. we actually tell the folks we had about a half-hour lull, didn't we?
Yeah, it slowed down for a while, and I switched back to a paddle tail and whacked one here.
And there you go. But does it kind of go in streaks out here too, Brett? Or?
Sure, yeah. I mean, it can go in streaks where, you know, you're catching them every other cast, and then you get a little lull, and then they pick right back up, you know, so they're here. They're not going anywhere.
When we pulled in here, that was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, we got one on the right there.
Over here. Avery's got one.
Or just get that net over there. Well, they're back turned on again.
Yep.
That's another beauty. And you know, folks, it's so cool that they have these limits on these fish to protect the spawn on the Bay of Green Bay. And that's a good thing, right, Brett? You really want to conserve on these populations.
Absolutely. You know, these fish are concentrated this time of year. I mean, there's a ton of them in here. If you could actually keep 5 fish a day, you'd do some serious damage to the bay. But yeah, letting them go, and it's just so much fun to come out here and catch them.
Now, when you're guiding after the first Saturday in May on the bay, how many can you keep?
5 fish per person.
I'm losing count, Brett. You know,
we've been getting a lot.
How long have we been fishing?
Not very long.
Hour and a half?
Hour and a half, something like that. Yeah, it's been pretty fast action. You know, just right now, there's just so many fish up here.
Yeah, the numbers are impressive. And, you know, the water temp right now is only about 35 degrees. Like you said, the ice went out
earlier this week, yeah.
And so there a lot of fish wintered in this river.
Absolutely. There are a ton of fish that spent the whole winter in here. We caught them really good last fall in here. So yeah, there's a pile of fish in here now. There's more coming. You know, some of the best fishing still ahead.
Jig and minnow there?
That was a jig and plastic, a little paddle tail.
I was going to start cutting out some fresh Johnsonville summer sausage. I don't have time.
Yeah, the fishing's too fast here.
Man, that is just incredible. Now, the Bay of Green Bay itself, you consider it, and that's where most of these fish are coming from, folks, a world-class fishery, don't you, Brett?
Absolutely. This is one of the best walleye fisheries that exists. I mean, there's tons of fish, great eating-sized fish, trophy fish. We got it all.
We're trying to cut Johnsonville sausage back here. What are you guys doing catching fish up front there?
Yeah, Avery's got a real nice one here.
You know, we're trying to get lunch for you, Jolly. Oh, that's a dandy.
Nice, dude.
That's a beautiful walleye on that Kalen's grub too.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's a great bait for the spring too. Is that Kalen's grub? Right, Giles?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, beautiful walleye. Now, can you let us finish making your sandwich?
Okay, I'm hungry, so that'll be good.
Matt, we're trying to have lunch. What are you doing? We're trying to.
Oh, come on! Before we
get that walleye in here. Ooh, that's a nice one too. That's a lunker. Look at Avery's gonna do the old hand deal there.
Nice.
And yeah, hey, turn around with that fish. That's a nice. Hey, what would you rather have though? Wouldn't you rather have a little Johnsonville summer sausage or a walleye? Oh, that's on that Google Eye jig again.
On the Google, the live bait series, John.
Yeah, that's been a really good bait today, pal. I like the noise.
Absolutely, and the cool thing about the live bait series is we added a spot where you can add a stinger hook too if the fish are being really tough on any given day.
You let that one go, didn't you, Matt?
Yes, I
Okay,
did.
well, it is lunchtime, folks. And, you know, getting back in the boat, Brett, one of the things that you and I really enjoy is Johnsonville original summer sausage,
I love
right?
it. It's great.
And what you do, it's really easy when you're in the boat. You know, just slice it up, got a couple pieces of bread, and I like a little bit of cheese, which Wisconsinite doesn't, you
Absolutely.
know? And a little bit of mayo. But Johnsonville original summer sausage, folks, it is absolutely wonderful. And they only use prime cuts of pork.
Right.
Johnsonville summer sausage.
Very good.
And you know what? When I get home at night, I enjoy just slicing that up with a cold beer and a couple of crackers.
That sounds great.
Johnsonville original summer sausage. Hey, we tried a new spot, been fishing for about 20 minutes, and you were going to move and you got a fish.
Yeah, I was just saying, there's no fish here.
Okay.
There's one. Nice one.
There you go. Good job, Jal. No, but that's another thing that we should talk about. You know, almost every boat heads up to the dam in that area.
Yeah.
But there's a ton of flats in the river here that you can fish, and they hold fish too, right?
Absolutely. There's fish all over this entire river. You can get away from all the people, come out here, and, you know, get your own spot and catch fish.
And once you find fish, you just put them in Codon spot lock.
Hit the spot lock and start pounding on them.
I'm Blake Gillespie here for Mills Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters. Each week on Blake Goes Shopping, we'll feature one of our products that will help you catch more fish. There's times when we're fishing where live bait is the only thing that works, and that's why I'm at Mills Fleet Farm to find a cooler that works all year round. And what I love about this Angle cooler, it includes an aerator pump and a net for easy access to my bait. And the best part is, it has a locking lid, so in case it tips over, it won't make a mess. And that's why I choose to shop at Mills Fleet Farm, because I know they'll have everything I need.
Folks, there is nothing more frustrating than a rust-laden strap for your ATV or your boat. But AMSOIL has the answer, right, Len? It's MP.
I do. MP will take care of you. Once they're all rusted out like this from traveling on the highway, you just put a little MP in the strap, and it'll take care of it, no problem. That should free it up easy.
Okay, now after the MP treatment, I couldn't get this strap out before. Let's see what happens.
Pulls right out.
Yeah, that's incredible. And also now, look at how easy that ratchets in. Awesome. And for more information?
All they need to do is check out amsoil.com.
You know, I have been hearing a ton about Humminbird Chart Select, Ray. What is that?
Chart Select is where you can go and purchase individual high-definition Lake Master lake maps for just one lake.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And we got a special now. If you buy a Helix 5 or 7, which has GPS, by the way, you get a special deal.
Purchase and register a unit by March 31st, and we'll send you a code for any Lake Master map of your choice on Chart Select.
That's awesome. And for more information?
Go to humminbird.com.
Here we go, here we go. This is a pretty nice one, guys. Here he comes. Ooh, yeah. That's fun. That is fun, folks. Again, after ice fishing all year, man, feeling that baby on a rod and reel is something else.
Oh, we got another one in the front, John.
Okay,
I need the net over on the other side.
Oh, film that one. Cookie cutter, another same
another
size.
nice size fish.
Yeah, bring that one back here, you guys. Let's put these up together here. Yeah, let's see these two together. Cookie cutter males, aren't they beautiful?
Awesome.
Now you have kids, right?
You bet.
How many?
3.
And their names are?
Azure, Caston, and Callie.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hey,
Your
guys.
dad's catching walleyes today.
Awesome.
And you help Brett guide quite a bit, huh?
You bet. It's fun.
Isn't it? I love the Bay of Green Bay.
You never know what you're going to get out there.
No, look at that. 2 beauties, man. Well, this is a nice fish, you guys.
Really nice.
This is a real nice fish here. I'll see if I can steer him around. Ooh, look at him, look at him. Ooh, that is a beauty. That might be the biggest of the day, or pretty close. Yeah, good job there, Blake. All right. No, I guess that's not. It looked bigger in the water, Brett, you know, but it's still a beautiful walleye anywhere you go. There. Oh, look at that. And look at the width on that thing, Joe.
That's a fat one.
Isn't that a beauty? And let's see where that Kalen's is, Matt, if we can.
Down its throat.
Look at how he ate that thing, man. Look at that. And again, that's, Matt, come here, that's that Kayla, the smaller Kalen's, right?
Yep, that's the spring killer, the little 4-inch.
Yeah, and really, folks, start out with the smaller one, and when the water gets up into the mid-40s, you go to the bigger one.
You got it.
Yeah.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Mills Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2018 Fishing Contest.
Kevin Nelson of Staples, Minnesota caught this 16-inch crappie in Todd County on a waxworm. Cassie Robinson of Red Granite iced this 35-inch northern on Lake Poygan on a shiner. Matt Wright of DeForest, Wisconsin caught this 51-inch sturgeon on the Wisconsin River on a Castmaster. Roger Meyer of Pembine caught this 16-inch perch on Little Beta Knock on a wrap. And this week's kids winners are Jacob Shaw of Surprise, Arizona caught this 22-inch smallie on Lake Havasu on a tube, and Sawyer Fintack of Oak Creek caught this 34-inch northern on Lake Geneva on a shiner.
Our adult winners will receive a $25 Mills Fleet Farm gift card, and our kids winners will receive a Plano tackle box. To enter is simple. Just snap a picture of your trophy catch and stop into your favorite Mills Fleet Farm store to pick up an entry blank. Or download an entry blank at fleetfarm.com. Mills Fleet Farm, your fishing gear headquarters.
Matt, get under there. There you go, Matt. Matt was in the way when I set the hook on that one. Oh, boy, oh, boy. I don't know how many this is today, folks, but if you get an opportunity, get out here and fish with Brett Jolly, because this walleye bite is something else. There we go. And again, to me, what is half the fun too, folks, is catching them on artificials. And that's right there is another beautiful eater. One thing I want to mention, folks, you know, I just spooled up my reels this year for this year, and what I really like to use a lot is this Seaguar Smackdown line. Very low diameter and extremely castable, but what I love about the Seaguar 15-pound test is I can use it for all my different species, from crappies all the way up to lake trout. And what I do then is for crappies, I'll use a 4-pound Brazex fluorocarbon leader, and for lake trout, I'll use a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. But you're a big fan of Seaguar Smackdown, aren't you, Brett?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it casts great. It's so sensitive. I can feel every bite, feel every rock. It's a great line.
Jolly camper. All right, Jolly Roger.
Right under the boat.
Here he comes.
Another
And we
nice
got
one.
ourselves another gorgeous walleye, and just awesome. And again, when you in the summertime, when you guide people, they almost always leave with their limit, don't they?
Pretty much every time. I mean, there's, every now and then we have some tough days, but typically the fishing is just awesome.
Brett Jolly guides the Bay of Green Bay on a daily basis. For more information, give Brett a call. That phone number is 715-581-5678. 581-5678.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole other level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
If you fish, chances are you've used a Mustad hook. That's all we use. Mark, get him in there. Army tank Daredale. Oh, there is a big boy. I mean, I just can't believe this, folks. Oh, let's see him, buddy. Look at that. That 10 seconds, though, makes a big difference, buddy. Well, that one is a gorgeous fish. Is that pushing 3?
It's 3. We're going to weigh it.
Mustad, the world's largest manufacturer of fishing hooks. Get the point? We did. Folks, we're gonna really actually call it a day, and this might be fish number 40, Matty B.
It's a nice fish on a Jerk Jr.
Yeah, okay, well, Blake's here with the net, and here comes the, that a Rabubza. That is a beauty there, pal. Let me see that guy there, man. See, who taught you how to fish plastics?
Well, John, you taught me how to fish plastics, how to walleye fish, everything, and I thank you for that.
I'm just teasing you, buddy. Hasn't this been a great day?
Oh, it's been a blast.
I mean,
Jolly
seriously.
always puts us on, doesn't he?
And we only really fished hard for about 4 hours. And Brett, you expect this fishing to continue to actually get better and bigger fish too, right?
You know, the next couple months here is going to be awesome. All the rest of March, all of April is just great fishing, big fish. We move out into the bay and we'll be having a lot of fun.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, John Gillespie! Hey, John Gillespie! Hey, John Gillespie! Hey, John Gillespie!